Hello and welcome everybody to today's Commodities Corner presented by myself, Phil Carr at the Gold and Silver Club. Just before we get started, just a very quick check-in with you all. You can all hear me loud and clear and you can also see the presentation okay. I would also definitely encourage you to ask any questions in the live chat or the Q&A today. Good to see a lot of familiar faces here today. Hi there, Richard. Hey, Baraka. Great to see you, Nirmal. Hi, Maria. Hi, Lloyd, Edrin, Owen, Peter, Ridwan, Ron, Lloyd, and Welly. Hi there, guys. Fantastic. Right. Looks like everybody can hear me okay, so we shall get started. So again, any questions at all, do just post those in the chat and the Q&A function just during the session today. We've got lots to cover. We'll be doing an overview, of course, of the commodities markets. We'll be reviewing our top trades of the week using binary.com. We'll be going through live technical analysis and trading, identifying profitable trade setups, and, of course, answering any questions you may have as well. So just prior to going into the live charts and having a look at some of the setups, let me just introduce those of you who don't know us to the Gold and Silver Club. The Gold and Silver Club is an international commodities trading, research and advisory group. We specialize in the precious metals, energies and agricultural markets. We're recognized as the leading go-to authority on commodities. And as internationally respected experts, our analysis and opinions on the metal, energies and agricultural markets are channels and publications, which has included Bloomberg, Reuters, CNN, Global Banking and Finance Review, and the Wall Street Journal. Our team of experts has advised and taught technical analysis, fundamental research, and portfolio management to more than 50,000 private and institutional clients worldwide. For more information on the Gold and Silver Club and our expertise, please do feel free to go to our website, www.thegoldandsilverclub.com, for more information. Okay, perfect. So let's just move over to the gold markets at the moment. The price of gold looking very interesting, actually. We're currently trading $1,202.20 an ounce just prior to the US session this afternoon. There might be an opportunity for a breakout trade here, which I'll go over with you very shortly. Before we do so, we'll just review some of the top trades that we've had at the Gold and Silver Club utilizing binary.com this week. So first of all, you'll note that on the binary.com platform, the spreads, you don't have any spreads on platinum and palladium. So it makes these quite lucrative markets just to get in and out for some quick day trades. So we had an opportunity just on Monday for a full trade, taking advantage of a consolidation and a breakdown, again in price, just selling for a full trade, entry at 730. We came down over a couple of days and we've just broken down lower. You can see the overall downward trend on palladium has been very bearish over about the last 2-3 weeks now, continuing to close with lower lows, lower highs. Really nice sell short opportunity. Again, trading palladium and platinum on binary.com is perfect because of the very tight. You don't have any spreads on this. It's very straightforward. Just you want the price to either be higher or lower over your given time frame. So that was a really nice trade. We also had a lovely opportunity to go for a breakout trade on gold, which was just yesterday after the FOMC statement. We formed a pennant and also a boxer. We were building up a lot of pressure on gold. Very simply, a rise trade for the price to be higher, buying at 11.91. And you can see over the course of yesterday, lovely breakout on gold. We're sitting around the highs at the moment. We're about 12.02. Just at the moment, we reached up to a daily high yesterday. It's just about 12.04, 12.05. So we're very close to those levels, about 20 or 30 points away at the moment. We'll take a look at the potential for opportunities for day trades on that very shortly. And silver, yesterday, we also got a quick breakout trade. This was just on the lower time frames, quick breakout, 16.29. Rise trade for the price to be higher, hit the upper end of the trend channel. Nice quick in and out trade once we also had a nice breakout on silver as well as gold. Okay, perfect. So a quick question there from Opsfora. Right, we'll come to that at the end, Opsfora. So I'll let you know in terms of, if you want to be able to receive our live trading room and the trades that we take at the Gold and Silver Club. I'll talk you through that towards the end of the session. No problem at all. Okay, so what we're going to be focusing on now is we're using the rise and fall type of trade on binary.com. So very simply, this type of trade, if you select rises, you win the payout if the market exit price is strictly higher than the entry price. If you select falls, you win the payout if the market exit price is strictly lower than the entry price. It's very, very straightforward. And the beauty of this kind of trading is that really you only need the price to close 1 point in your direction, 1 point higher if you're going for a higher trade, 1 point lower if you're going for a lower trade, to win the entire payout. So you just need to get the direction right. It doesn't need to move hundreds and hundreds of points. You just need to be right by 1 point. So you just need to be able to pick the direction right over a given time frame. Very straightforward way for you to trade the markets. It's very lucrative. So let me move over to some of the trades we can have a look at today. So we'll do live trading and technical analysis. So I'm just going to go over to my charts. I see a couple of opportunities lining up for us at the moment. So we'll take a look at those. Let me just make sure I've got my binary ready as well. Yeah, to take a trade. Beautiful. Okay, that's ready. So I'm just going to share my screen. Bear with me as I bring out my other screen here for you. Okay, you should be able to see that in just a second. Okay, good. Let me just make sure you've got all your Q&A lined up as well. If you've got any questions at all, feel free to put those in the chat. Okay, good. We're ready to go. So the first market I'm going to have a look at here is going to be platinum. The reason I like platinum at the moment is that it has really broken down to some significant lows, but it is finding some support just from the lower end of the trend channel. A little bit similar to copper, although we don't trade copper anymore on binary, but platinum is a great market to be able to trade. We've come all the way down to the lower end of the trend channel. We're getting a nice little bounce off this level right now, getting a break of also this weekly resistance zone. So I like this on the tighter time frames. The platinum, the beauty, of course, on this platform, you go over to a lot of other platforms to trade platinum or palladium, you're going to have to pay very large spreads. So all you have to do here is be looking for the price to be higher, no spread at all. We're currently trading at about $1,084 per ounce. You can see we've already started to break out, little consolidation over the last day, and we're getting a breakout to the upside. I like this. It doesn't need to break out a lot, just needs to break out. We need to just close 1 point higher than our entry. So I like this for a trade. I'm going to just talk you through what I'm looking at here. I just want to be out of this by Monday, essentially. So let me just get this all configured, and I'll talk you through the trade I'm looking at here. Okay, so very straightforward, right? All we're going to do is I'm going, again, up and down. So you want to select commodities on the binary platform if you want to take this trade. You just go to commodities, up and down, rise and fall, metals. So you've got the drop down. I've just gone to metals. I've gone to platinum. Duration 3 days because we need to be in and out of this. You can't be in and out of it. I don't believe you can be in and out of it by the close of today. Just double check that. No, it needs to be by Monday, which is fine. It gives this trade more chance to actually deliver if we have it by close by the end of Monday. So your maximum payout on platinum is $1,000. So I'm going to go for that. It's a higher trade here. So all I need the price to do is I'm getting in at $1,086 US dollars and 70 cents an ounce here. And by the way, well done to everybody who took the silver trade that we took last week. That paid out nicely. So if you took that trade, you would have won. So well done. So the platinum trade at the moment, we are looking for an entry price of $1,086 and 70 cents. So you can see on my chart there, it's very similar in terms of the pricing. So I'm just going to go for a quick update here. It's not really changing too much at the moment. Just check everything. Purchase higher, 68% return. So I get $1,000 for my £595 trade or US dollar trade. Let's just check that again. Okay, so I'm ready to go here. So I'm going to take this trade for a buy. So again, just one last time. Metals, platinum, US dollar, duration 3 days to be closed out by Monday. Needs to close higher than 1,086.49, or that's changing a little bit, 55. You can see it's starting to twitch and go, oh, there we go. I'm going to get that price, 1,086 and 36. Okay, that's been done. So you see, I just got a slightly better price there. So that has been placed. I just got in at $1,086.36 an ounce. Let's just move our entry price down and just show you on the chart where I just got in. This is where we just got in. Here on the chart, just need the price to close higher than that by Monday. So I could easily do that if we get a nice breakout to the upside today. So let's just go over some of the other technicals, shall we? So first of all, let's look at the US dollar. We had the FOMC announcement on Wednesday. With this, we saw a decline of the US dollar, although quite short-lived. We use the US dollar for the inverse correlation. So we saw a breakdown. We saw a hammer yesterday, so we saw some rejection. What you'll note here is previous support, 94.62, is becoming resistance. So I'm wondering whether we're going to get a goodbye kiss here. So that's when you get a previous supportive zone. It breaks down, the market comes back, and it gives it a goodbye kiss. Says, quick rejection of that, so it comes and retests it before then it really sells off again. So if that happens, if we get a good buy kiss here on US dollar today, what we're likely to do is just get a move back down again, and with that we'll see the metals go up. So that's what I'm looking at, that scenario this afternoon. Or if the US dollar continues to break out this afternoon, if we get a move back up to last week's highs here, that will create pressure for the metals. But at the moment, we're at a decision point for the US dollar. It's starting to find a little bit of resistance actually already. So that's looking quite interesting. Now, gold, I would look at gold's just ricocheting between support and resistance. So if you look at the larger time frame for gold, we just zoom right out to the weekly without any other technicals here. You'll just see very clearly 1223 zone. You've got a nice resistance zone around that level. We can just draw on also potential overhead resistance, which lines up to around that level as well. We've got very clear horizontal resistance, horizontal support. So you can see how many times there's been a lot of traders who bought around the 1175 zone, getting a bargain. Obviously, if that level broke down, 1140 was the next major level of support. It held. We took the breakout trade yesterday. Now, the next level to us to breach here today is the 1205 zone. If you breach 1205, we're likely to get a pop to the upside here. Right up to around the 1220 zone is the next major resistance. That could be a 200-point pop to the upside. So what I would suggest, if we do break through that zone this afternoon, if we start to ramp up during the US session, there's an opportunity for a breakout trade. It's not quite ready yet, but it's starting to line up that way. So I'm keeping an eye on that. Also, you will have some stop losses all sitting around. If you can imagine traders who've gone short, probably best part of about 2 weeks ago from this signal, you've got quite a big rejection candle. If they didn't take any profits, their stop losses is going to be sitting around this level, the 1205 zone. So if the price reverts, you get short covering, which is whether be banking profits or getting stopped out of that trade. And then you'll see the markets break out to the upside to about 1220. So that's what I'm looking at this afternoon, the overall price structure. It looks at the moment like gold's faring okay. Obviously, a little bit of profit taking overnight, nothing major, sitting near the highs from yesterday. So I wouldn't be surprised to see gold follow through today, and that's what I'm very interested to see. So if it does, you can take a breakout trade from 1205, price to be higher. It's not quite ready yet, but watch it over the afternoon today. So also, if we go over and have a look just at silver, similar situation really. I'm just on the lower time frames right now. We've got a key resistance channel which we came and retested again just on the daily. Surprising how well actually these trend channels work for silver. A lot of traders obviously just keeping it very basic on silver. All they're doing is looking at trend channels, and you can see here came up third test of that trend channel just on the FOMC, consolidating here. Again, if we get a pop to the upside, if we break out of that trend channel to the upside, we could really start to see some momentum build up, or we may come down and retest the lower end of this trend channel, taking us around the 1595 zone. So silver needs to resolve itself. Rather trade the platinum setup at the moment, and also looking at the gold setup this afternoon. So those are the two key trades I'm looking at. Palladium, not really too much to do here on Palladium. It's sitting right around the weekly lows again. It's been a pretty strong breakdown on Palladium. We took that quick day trade earlier on this week, just using binary for a quick sell once we broke this overall box of consolidation. Now we're sitting around another box zone. Could we get a breakdown lower? Potentially. We could break down. No, it's not quite ready yet. You could take that as a quick trade. If we do get a breakdown beyond this week's support, about 716, take that for a sell short, price to be lower. That could probably work. It's not quite ready yet, though. Moving over to oil. Oil's continuing to consolidate at the moment. Brent crude oil is interesting. If you look at the overall technicals of Brent crude oil, again, keeping this really simple, you've got a major trend line going back to the beginning of January here. We've had a lot of bounce off that trend line. A lot of traders obviously keeping a very close eye on that trend line. You've got a parallel resistance level just above as well. We're also tending to consolidate here just above major support zone. So this major trend channel, we came down and retested it again just this week. I haven't changed this channel. I haven't adjusted it. This is the channel that we had on last week. And I noted just when I came back to this raw chart today that we had two bounces even this week. So a lot of traders watching this zone formed a big old doji earlier on this week. There might be scope to go in for a really potentially, you can see a little bit of rejection developing at the moment just on this chart. There is potential to get an aggressive trade on here to chance it and go for a long right off the lower end of the trend channel. Just go in for a buy and anticipate that we could break out to the upside. Bit risky though until we get some confirmation. Now we've got the oil rig count coming out this afternoon, which typically is bullish for oil. So I would like my chances for a price to be higher here, but I'll wait for confirmation. So I'll just put that on your radar. The oil, we could get a bounce later on this afternoon, might provide a good buy opportunity. This is Brent crude oil. which you can trade via the energies. Just wait for confirmation though before that can really get going. But we are at the lower end of the trend channel. That could, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see oil just surge again this afternoon later on in the day if it finds support at the lower end of the trend channel. A lot of buys around this level. And remember, so far oil at its peak this year has been up 57% in 2015. Incredible move. So it's definitely had a very good run so far this year. So I wouldn't be surprised to see another surge this afternoon. We'll just see if there's any other trades to be had at the moment. So gold, not quite there yet. Silver, not quite there yet. Platinum, looking good. There you go. Platinum's on the move. So already we're in profit. If platinum was to close out right now, would win that trade. So you can see a little bit of a breakout. We got in at 1,084.48, so 1,085.58. So it's on its way. I like that trade for platinum. So if you missed it, we've just gone long platinum. Buy trade, price will be higher, closing out on Monday. Palladium, undecided at the moment. Look at WTI oil just for confluence. Yeah, I mean, WTI looking fairly strong at the moment, actually. Got a little trend channel, actually, you can just add on here too. Supported channel, we can, starting to get a bit of a squeeze here. Yeah, one to watch this afternoon as well. Not quite ready yet. It's been quite quiet, the UK session, the European session so far. I think momentum's really going to pick up this afternoon during the US session, which is not far off now. So this afternoon should be quite interesting. Oil, can I take a buy here? Let me see. I do like it for a buy at the moment. I'll tell you what, I'll go for a buy on oil, but I'm going to reduce risk because I'm going to add to this if we get further confirmation. Okay, so I'm going to go with an oil trade. What I like about oil is we can go in a shorter time frame here, so I can just be in and out of this. I'm going to be in and out of this by the end of today after the oil rig count this afternoon by the Baker Hughes. So I'm just going to have a look at the overall time frame, how far out I can go, probably about 6 hours. Yeah, that will do me. So I'll go for I'll reduce my risk slightly on that trade, $1,000. So 524 deposit. I really like the return on this, 91%. So why am I taking this trade? I'm taking it because we've got a very strong trend channel which has been in place going all the way back to the beginning of 2005. Got very strong support at the lower end of this trend channel. On the tighter time frames, we're getting rejection. I see follow through this afternoon based on fundamentals as well. So I've got more reasons to buy it than not to buy it. I could stay out of this trade, but I do like it at the moment just for a quick aggressive entry. So more risk to this trade, but I'm going to take it for a quick day trade. So I'm going for a 91% return, $524.02 risk on the trade for a $1,000 payout. I only need the price to close above $63.12 by 1 point, win the entire trade. So I'm going to take that. Okay, beautiful. That has been done. Okay, so those are two top trades I see. Again, if you want to just be a little bit more cautious, take the platinum trade. That looks really solid. But if you fancy a little bit more risk today, you want to go a bit more aggressive, I quite like that trade for oil at the moment. You can see already WTI getting a little bit of a bounce at the lower end of that trend channel. Okay, so those are the major setups I see playing out at the moment. And just going back to Opshora, your question, let me just bring you back to the presentation. Okay, so the question from Opshora was just regarding trading setups. Do we provide them and so forth? So yeah, absolutely. We run our live trading room throughout the week. We provide live analysis, live trading ideas, live support. As well as that, you get to be a part of our forum where you get regular daily trade setups. So if you would like to find out more about that, very simply, go to www.jointhegoldensilverclub.com. I'll make it really straightforward for you guys just to help. It's just www. I post it in the chat. www.jointhegoldensilverclub.com. Okay, there we go. And enrollment is by application only. Once you've completed the enrollment form, we'll certainly get in touch with you ASAP. Again, to enroll, this is what the form will look like. It will take less than a minute just to complete. And once that's enrolled, we'll get in touch with you at the Gold and Silver Club ASAP. And for those of you who will be joining us, we look forward to welcoming you to the Gold and Silver Club. So with that, guys, I hope that gives you some good heads up for some potential setups this afternoon. Definitely wish you all a good weekend. I wish you profitable trading today. And we shall see you on the next one. And for those of you who are going to be joining us, I will look forward to welcoming you to the Gold and Silver Club. Okay, take care, guys. Have a great weekend. Cheers. Bye-bye.